Welcome once again to Sinbin Stream here on YouTube. Tonight we continue with live streaming, or start up another one. We have NHL hockey action, Los Angeles Kings at Utah Mammoth. Whoops. All right, audio's good. That's good. Hello, Zane. Hello, People First Yukon. And I was watching football. I forgot to get in the ESPN app. So just be a moment here. Let's see. I think I need to make this a little bigger here. There we go. All right, 1 second. Gotta get the hockey. Kings Mammoth. No, let's do the Kings broadcast. See how it goes. All right, there we go. Yes, hello in the chat, Zane, and hello, People First Yukon. All right, at commercial. Oh, we got the starting goalies already. Kings have a 4-game winning streak. That's not true. They lost to the Hawks, remember? They lost to the Hawks. They beat the Hawks Saturday, but they lost to the Hawks Thursday, I think. I mean, they maybe a point streak because I think they lost in a shootout or overtime. All right, we got Darcy Kemper versus Carol Vamelka. So both starting goalies. All right, seriously? Okay, good. It says we're live. All right, there we go. All right, looks like the line of Kopitar, Kempe, and LaFerriere are starting. And defensive pairing, Anderson and Drew Doughty. Keller, Paterka, and Schmaltz. Wow, all three of them are on the same line now. I know usually Keller and Schmaltz are on the same line, but I don't remember Paterka being there with them. We got Dursey and Schmidt starting. And again, Kemper for the Kings, Vamelka for the Mammoth. Yeah, again, maybe a point streak. They did tie with they lost to the, it's not tie. They lost to the Hawks on Wednesday, or no, it must have been Thursday because they played them twice in 3 nights in LA, Thursday and Saturday. They blew them out Saturday. Oh, it's the Kings' mom's trip. See, I know when I watched the Hawks last year, I remember them having a dad's trip. All right, I guess we're just about set. Leafs lead 1-0 over the Lightning, 5:54 in the second. We're underway. Sent up the near boards by the Kings into the far, or no, excuse me. Mammoth are in their, their black uniforms going left to right. Kings in their white going right to left. Behind the net, Anderson skates it out and sends it down the near boards. Behind the net, Vamelka up to near boards. Kept in, or dumped in, I should say, by Edmondson. Dursey picks it up behind the net for Utah. And skated to the red line and dumped in by, or off the side of the net actually, by Dursey. 19:10, we got a whistle. All right. All right. What are the no shots on goal yet? Face off. Wow, the Kings took it right to the net, and it's a frozen puck by Vejmelka, but I guess not a shot on goal yet. At least not according to NHL.com. Over under total goals is 5.5 according to FanDuel. All right, they just kicked Stenlund out of the draw. McBain steps in for the Mammoth. Face off. Deneau won it. Shot is blocked into the far corner. Shot into the, let's see, by Fogle. I think that may have been on net, but Kings bring it behind the net to the near boards. Yeah, still no shots on goal. Blue line blocked into the far corner. That was Edmondson. Back to the blue line. Shot from the top of the circle. Big rebound. Taken in and then intercepted. Shot high and wide by the Kings. Sent out by the Mammoth down the length of the ice. Kemper has it behind the net. Scooped up by Edmondson. They say 2-0 shots LA now. To the side of the net for the Mammoth, they send it up the far boards. I don't know if that was a shot or a dump in. Another dump in by Mammoth on net. Kings counter over the red line into the O-zone. Far circle, late whistle, apparently for offsides on LA. Huh. Late call. All right, they say 3-1 shots on goal now. LA, yeah, I think Utah's was just that one dump in pass. All right. Draw taken by the Kings. Dumoulin dumps it in from the red line. And kept in. Nope, not kept in by Dumoulin. It's countered by the Mammoth and another whistle. Jeez. There's just zero flow to this game in the early going. Oh, we got a penalty. Mic isn't working. Hooking on Daniil Butt. Or Butte. Okay, Boot. Daniil Boot. Number 19. So the Kings get a power play. All right. Mammoth clear it down the length of the ice. All right. 17:37 first period. Penalty kill 9th for the Mammoth in the league. We got Kraus, Stenlund, Cole, Sergachev, who just went over a minute, so he'll probably get a line change. Yep. Doughty drop pass. Kempe picks it up. Kings have done nothing in the first 30 seconds of the power play. Into the far corner. Kempe is there. Behind, clear down the length of the ice by Kraus. Into the near corner. Scooped up by Doughty. Gotta imagine the Kings are already getting changes. Under 17 to go in the first period. And less than a minute on the power play. Perry to Clark, who dumps it into the near corner. Back to the blue line for LaFerriere. And he backhands it to Armia. Centering pass gets through. Byfield tried to center it to Perry, and it's cleared by the Mammoth. Now they say 2-1 shots on goal, so they took one away from the Kings. Dump in with less than 30 seconds on the power play. Puck is behind the net. Back to the blue line for Clark. Into the near circle. And sent out. Kings, It's 2-2 shots on goal. Kings have had nothing on this power play. Behind the net. Battle for the puck. Back to the blue line. Penalty over. Long shot behind the net. To the blue line and out. Picked up by Boot. It's Boot. Shot from the far circle. Wide. Big rebound to the near. And then sent. And Kemper was laying on top of a Mammoth. I didn't see what had happened. And finally the Kings get it out to neutral ice and get a quick line change. Sent to the red line and dumped in by the Mammoth. I think that was Dursey. Isn't he number 50? Yeah, Dursey. Battle for the puck behind the Mammoth net. Into the near corner. Up the... Nope. Pass gets away. Moore has it. He sends it back to the near side. Into the near corner. And a penalty again. Who's this one on? Might be on the Kings at 14:49. He's talking. The ref's talking to Deneau and Fogle. Oh, it's not on Deneau. Hooking on Fogle, so the Utah Mammoth get a power play. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it was a good call. I think he got Dursey. Yep. All right, Mammoth on the power play. They are 28th in the NHL, 14.6 on the power play. Kings clear it down the length of the ice. Picked up behind the net by Sergachev. Over the red line, into the O-zone. Shot was wide into the near corner. 14.5 to go. First period. Back to the blue line. Backhander into the near corner. Pass to Sergachev. Now to Peterka. Down low behind the net. Centering pass. Wow, they're having trouble following the puck. At the blue line, still in the attack zone for the Utah power play. Circles out to the point. Sergachev sends it to the near circle. Pass or shot from the far circle and a save and frozen puck by Kemper at 13:52. And they took a shot away from the Mammoth. So 2-1 shots on goal. 5-on-4 for Utah. They still have 1:03 left on their power play. Did I screw up my camera? I need to be further away. Maybe. Yeah, because the sign isn't. I don't remember the score bug being on top of the sign before. Must have screwed something up. All right, I guess that's better. I don't know. Yeah, really, what did I do? All right, Mammoth's still on the power play. I'll fix it during a commercial. Kings clear it down the length of the ice. Under 40 on the power play. Under 13.5 first period. Moore, Armia, Dumoulin, Cece on the kill. Kings in the near corner. Puck cleared again. Dursey will pick it up behind the Utah net. Mammoth will have one more rush before the penalty is expired. All right, Dursey to the far circle. Sent off the side of the net. Kings work it behind the net. Doughty tried to get it out of there. Puck comes loose. Shot. Diving. Save by Kemper. Frozen puck in the crease at 12:41. 2-2 shots on goal, and the penalty is over. That should be the under 14 media timeout. Good shot, and good job of Kemper to dive and freeze the puck to prevent any further attempts. All right, end of 2 periods. Toronto, or at home, Toronto, the Leafs are leading the Lightning 1-0. Morgan Riley's 5th. In Calgary, Sabres Flames scoreless. Later tonight, Red Wings at Canucks, in about 45 minutes. Closer to 50. Red Wings, Canucks, and Wild Kraken. Now it's 4-2 shots on goal, Utah. Let's just go check out ESPN.com real quick. Get a quick update on the game. Oh, 10-3 now. Chargers just got a field goal with 4:56 to go in the second quarter. So, wait, are they kicking off or let's see. All right, well, at any rate. All right, what are they doing? Are they honoring somebody for the Utah broadcast or it must be one of the Utah announcers. Oh, Matt McConnell is called 2,000 games. They're giving him a jersey. That's what it is. It says McConnell 2000. 2000th career game called tonight. Oh, 29 seasons in the NHL. Holy crap. Yeah, because 82 games a year. So that's more. Wow. Yeah, that is a lot of games. All right, no score in the early going. Face off in the far circle. They just kicked out a Mammoth from the draw. Gunther will step in. Far circle draw. Face off. Kings take it behind their own net. Up the near boards. Skated and passed to Kempe, who passes to Anderson. Shot. Big rebound in the slot. Glove down. And taken behind the net by Hayton. Sent to the near boards. Into the far circle. Backhander through the crease. Off the near boards. 4-3 shots on goal. Mammoth. Kempe to the net, and he scored from the slot. Nice backhanded goal, I believe. One nothing LA. Kempe took it at the blue line, skated, and did a fake from backhand to forehand, and then just tucked it in backhand near post. Got around Vamelka, who had come out to the top of the crease to try and make the save, and he just held on long enough. Kempe's 10th, Fiala on the assist. So let's go, Los Angeles. Leading 1-0 again. Kings in white, going right to left, and Utah in their black. I still have it as blue because they're white, or they would be black with the blue or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I should make the Kings white, less confusing. All right, puck is in the near behind the net now. Went from the near circle to behind the net. And Utah trying to work it out of their own end. And they dump it in from the neutral zone. Kings have it. Oh, Edmondson lost it. Luckily, Deneau was there to pick it up. Pass up ahead. Fogel sends it behind the net. Moore just got tripped behind the net. He may have lost an edge, though. And almost said Jazz. The Mammoths send it down the length of the ice for icing at 11:01. So Kempe's 10th gets the Kings on the board. They have the 1-0 lead. Face off. Blue line. Shot from the far circle. Rebound. Oh my gosh, how did it not go in? I don't know if Vejmelka made the save or if it was high or maybe off the bar. Thought that Kings had a 2-0 lead. They lead 1-0. They're out shooting the Mammoth 6-4. They counter over the red line. Deneau into the far circle. Sends it behind the net. Back to the blue line for the Kings. Long shot. Dumoulin held on by Vejmelka with 10:26 to go in the first. Decent shot by Dumoulin. Oh, yeah, it was high. Did not hit anything. And then whoa, it looks like Moore got his stick in Vejmelka's face. It may have been incidental because he may have been pushed by a Mammoth player. All right, still waiting on the draw in the near circle. Finally, Mammoth get it and clear it to neutralize. Kraus passes. They dump it in. Far corner. Into the near corner for the Kings. Pass deflected up into the air into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Still, let's see. Well, finally worked free into the near corner by the Kings, and they clear it. Oh, on a breakaway, in the slot, shot, and another goal. What a pass. And Armia converts it. And the Kings lead 2-0. That was an absolute bomb of a pass from like the near corner to the blue line, and he skated in all alone. At 9:52, the Kings lead 2-0. 9:52 in the first. Yeah, from the far near corner to the blue line. And I feel like it went 5-hole. He sent it, yeah, because all of a sudden it just, I don't know, maybe it went under his glove, like under his arm. I mean, it was a breakaway, not exactly Vejmelka's fault. Again, I thought he had it saved, but we're going to redo the draw at center ice. All right, well, still waiting on the center ice draw. This time the Mammoth win it. It's all the way back into their near corner. Jersey scoops it up. Picked off by Kempe, but taken over again by the Mammoth. It's Boot. B-U-T is Boot. He had a penalty earlier. Passed, intercepted, dump in from the red line by the Mammoth. Behind the net, Kemper up the near boards. Kopitar gets it out of the defensive end, but it's scooped up by Hayton and a pass to the far circle. Hayton shot, blocked, up in the air in the slot, picked up by LaFerriere, drop pass to Kopitar. He takes it towards the net, passes it to LaFerriere, who made a nice shot from the near circle. It was nice save by Vejmelka, and the rebound was there. Taken by the Kings. They get a breakaway, and they score. Long pass by the Mammoth, and they get on the board. Wow. It's like a shootout already here in the first period. 2-1 Kings. That was Tanev on the goal. Yeah, Armia's 6 from Fiala. And Tanev, we don't have the assist yet. There should be at least one. What's going on? Oh, the Kings might challenge for offsides, I guess. Yeah, the refs' mics are not working tonight. Okay. They did confirm LA is challenging that, Tanev was offsides. It sounded like Jim Fox thought it was offside. Let's see. Where did he get the puck? Oh, he's in both skates. Oh, he's way offsides. There's no way this goal stands. The puck is not even on the blue line, and both of his skates are in. They're going to wipe this off. This should be a pretty easy call. So LA challenge, they may win it and get back to 2-0. No goal, and the Utah fans boo, but it was a pretty easy call. Both skates were in, and the puck wasn't even on the blue line yet. Granted, live it's hard to tell, but upon review, easy overturn. So no goal for the Mammoth. Still 2-0 LA Kings. Face off. Actually, it was on net. Might have been like right off the draw. Kings take it and try to dump it in from the red line all the way to the far boards. Now, that guy hardly ever plays, too, for the Kings. Sent out by the Mammoth. Or maybe I'm thinking of... Oh, it's the Mammoth. It was Stenland. Okay, it wasn't a Kings player. Up the near boards, down the length of the ice, behind the net, Kemper to the near boards. Mammoth have the puck into the far corner. Stenland has it. Blue line. They get it to Dursey. He centers it. Shot. Deflected into the netting at 8:09. Oh, I guess we didn't get the under 10 media timeout yet. All right, we'll go through the goals right now. Excuse me. All right, Kempe from Fiala. Kempe is, of course, number 9. He'll get the pass at the blue line. He'll show backhand, briefly think about going forehand, and just backhanded it by Vemelka to, I think, his glove side high. I don't think he's a lefty. Then Armia. That was another, let's see. Puck sent around. Oh, it was a long pass from the near corner from Fiala, and he got a breakaway. And somehow, I thought it went 5-hole, but I think it went under his arm. Yeah, glove side, and then trickled in. Great pass by Fiala out of the near corner all the way to the blue line. Fiala's got both assists. Kempe skated the other one in from the blue line, but he's made 2 awesome, unbelievable passes, especially that second one to get the Kings to a 2-0 lead. And Utah thought they got one back, but upon review, Tanev was offside. He was in before the puck, both skates, before the puck even made it to the blue line. All right, here we stand, 2-0 Kings. All right, now we're back live. Let's make sure we're live. It says we are. Am I on? I thought, yeah, it's Fox, so it's the Kings broadcast. Yeah, they're talking to Brian Dumoulin's mom, Deborah, now. Face off, out of the zone. Mammoth will pick it up in their own end. Pass deflected. Kings send it back into their own end. And Anderson sends it to the far corner. They can't get it out of the far boards. Pass to the near circle. That one's deflected into the near boards. Kept in by Dursey. To the far, now to the near circle. In the slot. Big shot, big rebound. Saved into the far corner. Behind the net to the near corner. Up the near boards. And Fogle has it near circle. His pass gets deflected. Byfield couldn't knock it down. Mammoth have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Now it's 3-on-3. And the Kings poke check it away and go the other way. Far circle, near circle. Edmondson shot. Big blocker save into the near boards. Actually, I think Vejmelka might be a lefty. I think he had the stick in his left hand. All right, Kings send it up the near boards. Near the penalty box. Big hit. Fiala couldn't get it out of there. Kraus sends it. Tanev into the far circle. No, it's not Tanev. That was Carcone. Into the near boards now. Kings finally get it out. Fiala over the red line into the O-zone. Pass returned to him behind the net, though, off his stick or skate. Carcone. Kopitar digs it out, though. Behind the net, Mammoth with the puck. Shots are 10-5 in favor of LA. And the Kings dump it in from the red line, presumably to get a line change. Dumoulin sends it around. Nice pass to the far circle. A shot and a rebound and then another save by Vejmelka, and he hangs on. Wow. At 5. Oh, I accidentally hit reset. 5:49. Pardon me. Now we get the under 6 media timeout. 12-5 shots on goal, LA. All right, just underway. 19:26 to go in the third. Lightning wrapping up a power play. They trail in Toronto to the Leafs 1-0. Flames up 2-0 on the Sabres. Anderson and Sharangovich with their goals. 4:47 to go in the first. Uh, 59 seconds to go in the second in Los Angeles. Oh, Kings and Chargers no, Kings are on the road. Never mind. Chargers up 10-3 on the Eagles. Third and goal at the Charger 12 for the Eagles. I didn't realize it was just up against the shots. Oh, that's fine. All right, hope you're having a great Monday. Plenty more hockey coming up this week. Tomorrow night we'll have the Panthers and Mammoth. Tuesday night, Sabres, Oilers. Wednesday night, Panthers, Mammoth. And we return to doubleheader action Thursday, and we'll have a triple header coming for you Saturday. And plenty of men's and women's college basketball as well. As we get a shot of the Kings moms in attendance. All right, I think they just kicked a king out of the draw. LaFerrier steps in. Might have been Kopitar they kicked out. Here's the draw. Mammoth win it. Can't get it out, though. Kings send a shot. Blocked. Farboards battle for the puck. Loose to Dumoulin. He sends it behind the net to Kopitar, who sends it right back. Shot to the slot. Deflected. And the Mammoth skated out and dump it in from the red line. Over to the far corner. Pass. Nope, they're... Mammoth now dump it in again. Kemper behind his own net. Pass to the near boards. Out. Mammoth have it again. Near boards. Stenlund made a pass into the far boards. Far circle shot. Blocked by the Kings. Sent around behind the net. Mammoth have it, though. Near circle. Back to the blue line. Shot. And a save, and eventually frozen by Kemper at 4:48. Should be another shot on net at least for Utah there. One penalty each team thus far, early going. They didn't give him a save? It still says 12-5. That's crazy. Kempe definitely saved one there. Should be 12-6 shots. All right. Dursey sent one. That one was blocked, though. Dursey sends another one. That one is saved and then frozen. So we should have 2 more shots here for Mammoth, but they only gave him one. This last one, I guess. 12-6. 4:38 to go, first period. All right, still waiting for the draw. I don't even think they're set up in the circle yet, just standing around. Face off. Mammoth win the draw, but it's down the length of the ice. They try to dump it in from the red line. Taken in the far corner. Doughty to Anderson, I believe. And out. Into the near corner. Fogle chasing. Behind the net now. Far corner. Puck picked up. Back to the blue line for the Kings. Near side. Anderson shot. Blocked by the Mammoth. Stenlund passes to the near boards. Dursey has it at the red line, and he dumped it in. Man, the camera is just not following the puck very well tonight. Doughty passes over the red line. It's, I think, Moore who got a shot deflected into the far corner. Kept in, shot, another shot blocked into the slot. Another shot blocked by Utah, and it went into the front row, just over the glass at 3:37. And it's now 12-7 shots on goal. Kings have 12 shots. Mammoth have 7. Kings are leading 2-0. Mammoth had a goal wiped out upon review for offsides. And they just kicked a king out of the draw. I think it was Byfield. Fiala steps in. And now they kicked out a Mammoth player. I believe it was Schmaltz. Is that Keller? Yeah, Keller stepped in and won the draw. Mammoth cross-ice pass over the red line. Dumped in behind the net into the far corner. And now the Kings get it. Make a pass out of the zone. Mammoth get it right back and dump it in. This is going to be icing, though. Nobody touched this. at 3:16. All right, Leafs still up 1-0 on the Lightning in Toronto. 17 minutes to go. Flames still up 2-0 on the Sabres in Calgary. 1:27 to go in the first. Face off. Kings. Dumoulin has it to the near circle. Shot goes wide behind the net. Kempe has it in the near corner. Near circle. Sent it to Kopitar. Steered one to the side of the net. And the Mammoth take it out. Turnover. And Mammoth recover in their own end. Oh, sorry. Pardon the yawn. Peterka drop pass, shot wide. Peterka, what happened? Frozen puck. I thought they scored for a second. At 2:39. All right, now this camera isn't on top of the sign. All right, that looks okay though, I think. Yeah, I don't know why. The Mammoth acted like they had scored there. I wasn't, whoops, sure what was going on. All right, I don't know. Close enough. I'm going to stop messing with it. Sorry. All right, finally we get the draw. Mammoth have it. Far corner dumped into the near boards. And now sent out. Kings have it. Deneau to the far boards for Moore. Back to Deneau in the near circle. Moore, they pass it through Moore or by Moore. And the Mammoth have it, and they dump it in from the blue line. That was Carcone on the dump in. Kings get it, skate it over the red line into the near boards. Clark gets knocked down into the near board or near corner, pardon me, and now the Mammoth passed it out, dumped right back in by the Kings who have to tag up. All right, pass to the near boards and dumped in from the red line by Lamoureux. Pass, let's see, taken by the Kings over the red line. Turcotte to the slot. It gets blocked and Mammoth going the other way. That would be Gunther. Behind the net. Oh, somebody just got knocked down for the Mammoth. And I think we got a Kings penalty coming up. Yeah, it might be interference on the Kings. Might be Turcotte at 1:17. Oh, it was interference on Kuzmenko, 96. So the Mammoth head to the power play. Where's the interference? Oh, brother, I guess. All right, 5-on-4 for the Mammoth. Face off back to the blue line. Sergachev to Keller. Down low, Peterka. Peterka to Keller. Keller behind the net. Near corner. Mammoth. Keller. Just Schmaltz. But Kopitar gets it and passes it, and the Kings send it up ahead. Byfield briefly had it. Sergachev now has it. He brings it up. Drop pass. Carried over the red line by Schmaltz into the O-zone. And Sergachev kept it in. Down to Keller, who centers it. Schmaltz, and the puck is frozen in the crease by Kemper with 31.6 to go in the first period, excuse me. All right. Excuse me. Let's see. Into the near boards. Kings flip it out. It might have been Kopitar. Kopitar, Armia, Dumoulin, and Cece were in there for the kill, but now there's under a minute to go. Not sure if they got any changes. I see Armia out there still. Shot by Gunther was wide into the far boards. More hustling. They got a 2-on-1. They get it to Fiala, who shoots it just before the buzzer. Don't know if that counted as a shot or not, but we've come to the end of the first period, and the Kings lead 2-0. Shots on goal still 12-7, so it must have been after the horn then. All right, again, Kempe's 10th from Fiala. Armia's 6th from Fiala. Kings 2, Mammoth 0, end of first. All right, and Chargers 10, Eagles 6 at halftime. All right. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Let's check the poll. 8 votes, 62% for the Kings, 38% for the Mammoth. Again, Leafs holding on to their 1-0 lead. 13:54 to go. That game is on NHL Network if you're interested. And the Flames at the first intermission lead the Sabres 2-0. Later, Red Wings, Canucks, and Wild Kraken. Yeah, so that's the only national game is Lightning Maple Leafs. Excuse me. All right, let's take a look at some numbers. (12-7) shots on goal. Kings 14-8. 14-8 face-offs in favor of the Mammoth, 63.6%. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, and Utah has 43 seconds left on their second power play. Hits 12-6 Mammoth, 10-7 block shots Mammoth, 3-3 giveaways, 2-0 takeaways Mammoth. This is game 1 of a 3-game season series. Game 2, again in Utah, not until March 22nd. Game 3 in LA, March 28th. All right, again, hope you're enjoying the live stream. Hit like if you're enjoying it. Please consider hitting subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will also help grow the channel. And thank you for supporting us. Appreciate it. Again, hope we will have hockey again, same time tomorrow night, 8:05 Central. Yeah, just no opportunity for double headers this week. Monday through Friday other than Thursday. Just didn't, I don't know, light scheduling this week compared to last week. Trying to get in some men's and women's college basketball, available on ESPN Plus. There's a great, I think UConn plays Saturday, but the game's at like 4:30. So I don't know. I think I'd rather do Washington Winnipeg at 6. So I figure, try to do a hockey triple header on Saturday. Sunday we'll have Packers Broncos. I'm gonna have to figure out what else too. We'll figure that out tomorrow though. So tomorrow we'll have Duquesne against Eastern Michigan women's basketball, 11 Central, and then at again 8:05 p.m. Central, Sabres Oilers. Wednesday we'll have women's basketball, men's basketball, and then hockey. We'll have Eastern Kentucky, Arizona at noon Central for women. Then Miami of Ohio versus North Carolina, Asheville. 5 p.m. men's basketball. And concluding with Florida Panthers at Utah Mammoth, 8 Central. Thursday, doubleheader. Hurricanes at Capitals, 6 o'clock. Sabres at Vancouver, 9 o'clock. Couldn't find any basketball really to do during the day before that. Friday, we'll have women's basketball. Texas Arlington versus Rice, 11:15 a.m. And then Blackhawks Blues, because it is on Hulu, so I won't be blacked out. No local coverage to be blacked out. And then Saturday, as mentioned, opportunity for a hockey triple header. Lightning Islanders 2:30, Capitals Jets 6 o'clock, and concluding with Flames Kings at 9 o'clock. All right. Yep, still 10-6 Chargers at half. Again, we got Kemper versus Vemelka. Who's scratched tonight? Moverare and Mallet. Haven't seen Hellenius play much. Oh, Yamamoto scratched. Oh, Cooley scratched too for the Mammoth. And DeSimone. Huh. Who's in that normally isn't in? Maybe Liam O'Brien? Oh, Butte is new too. Daniil Butte. Oh, no, wait, it's Boot. Daniil Boot. At least the LA guys were saying it that way. Lamoureux. Lamour. Lamoureux. Lamoureux. Boot. McBain. Hayton. Cole. O'Brien. Dursey. Carcone. Kraus. Paterka. Stenlin. Schmidt. Sergachev. Let's see who's in for the Kings that normally isn't. Zerkov, yeah, I don't know. Fogel, Armia, Anderson. Oh, no. Seems normal. Perry's out there. Derek, hello. How's it going with you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by the women's game. I guess I goofed that the men's game at 5 was actually close. I turned on the end, and it ended up being a 2-point game. Just missed one at the buzzer for the tie. I think it was Lafayette and Pennsylvania or Penn. I didn't realize that one was going to be close. Should have done that one instead, I guess. But, oh well. Thanks for being here, Derek. All right, we'll go through the visualizers again. Kempe and Armia both set up by Fiala. So Fiala skates this one out over the blue line, over the red, passes to Kempe at the blue. And Kempe went backhand, faked forehand, and then went backhand again. for the first goal. Armia gets a long pass from the near corner from Fiala all the way to the blue line. Fiala here, and yeah, Armia. Oh, he just threaded the needle between the two defensemen, and Vamelka got beat. I thought it was 5-hole, but I think it went. Now I can't remember if he's a lefty. It might have gone under his blocker side and underneath. And yeah, they're just showing it. Tanev had a goal, but the Kings challenged for offsides and won it, so it got overturned. So 2-0 Kings instead of 2-1. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I think I will cue up some music. We'll put the scores up. I don't think they're going to come out, except for Flames Sabres might come out earlier than our game. All right, let me cue up the music and take a quick break. Hey, I think we got a sub. We got a couple subs tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we got 9 likes. All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. All right. Let me cue up a little music, and then I'm going to take a quick break and be back. So they can continue to show the moms in attendance for the road trip for LA, the Kings. Let's see, that's about 6 minutes, or should I back up a little bit? All right, be right back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Let me wrap the music. I will let it play out real quick. All right, again, hope you're having a great Monday. Hope you'll be back tomorrow or soon. If you love hockey as much as I do. Kings are my team. But I do love even just watching a game and seeing a good game. No matter who's involved. All right, kill the music. Let's take down the timer. I got to reset the clock for the second intermission. Whoops. What did I do? Second intermission countdown. All right, we'll be set in a moment. Let's fix the clock. Just double check the shots. Still 2-0 Flames over the Sabres in Calgary. They're just underway in the second. Under 5 minutes to go in Toronto. Still 1-0 Maple Leafs. Red Wings Canucks about to start. Wild Kraken already underway. Again, Mammoth have a power play. 43 seconds left. 12-7 shots on goal, LA. All right. They showed the Kings doing their smelling salts. Think I need some. All right, Kings in white going left to right. Mammoth in there. I guess it's black going right to left. It could be a really dark blue or navy blue, but I believe it is officially black. All right, behind the boards to the far corner. Drop pass back. Now they're to the blue line. Still 18 seconds on the power play. They, who is that? They don't even have the right people out there. Shot. And, a goal. 2-1 on the power play. Just inside the blue line. And it's 2-1 as the Mammoth get on the board. It was definitely a shot from the blue line. I think it may have been deflected, but we'll see. Beat Kemper glove side high, I think. It was a drop. Oh, it was from the top of the far circle. It wasn't blue line. Let's see who they gave it to. Gunther. Okay. Yeah, from Keller and Sergachev. Oh, yeah. Okay, on the power play. So game on. It's 2-1 Kings now. 19:26 to go in the middle period. Doughty took the puck after the draw and dumped it in. Battle for the puck on the far boards. And I think it just went into the bench area at 19:13. So Gunther's 11th on the power play from Keller and Sergachev. It's basically from the top of the, right around where Dumoulin's number is. It was shot there and beat Kemper to glove side high. I didn't get a look if it was tipped in. They say slapper, so I don't think it was tipped in. Maybe deflected in off a king? I don't know. All right, Mammoth dump it in from the red line, and then the shot is blocked in the far side. And Mammoth recover in their own end. Pass to the near boards. Dumped in by... shoot, who is that again? Oh, yeah, Stenlund. Sorry. Puck is loose in the near circle and sent to the red line. Clark passes. Kings. How are the Kings not offside there? At any rate, Mammoth counter to the far circle, and Doughty just cross-checks somebody. There's a delayed penalty. Yep. There's the call. not hit somebody in the back. It's got to be cross-checking. No, it's Kempe, not Doughty. They called tripping. I thought he cross-checked him in the back. All right, Kempe picks up a dumb penalty. Yeah, the Kings had to have been offsides. I still don't know how that was declared onside. Kempe took a hit on the near boards. And then... Oh, Kemper got screened by Peterka on that goal. All right, so Utah back on the power play. 18-19 to go. They missed a little bit showing that replay. Into the near circle. Peterka. Puck to the blue line. Kept in by... they get it down to Gunther. Sergachev cross ice to Keller. Backhander to Peterka in the far circle. Schmaltz behind the net. Into the near corner. Gunther near circle. Back to Schmaltz. Up to Gunther. He sends it to Schmaltz. And he sends it to the side of the net and ends up going behind the net. Keller working. And Schmaltz. Peterka. Up the far boards, kept in at the blue line. Sent around to the near corner. Gunther sends it back. Peterka couldn't keep it in. Under a minute to go on the power play. Sergachev in his own end. And Peterka passes to Gunther. And the pass is deflected out by the Kings. And Mammoth will have to reset. Kings got one change at least. Whistle stops play at 17:07 of the second. 42 seconds on the power play. Oh, that was a good poke check by Anderson. Otherwise, Schmaltz would have had a pretty good shot on goal. Maybe a rebound, but it was poke checked away. All right, just outside the King zone. Kraus gets it after the Mammoth win the draw into the near corner. Lots of people battling for the puck in the near corner. Back to the blue line for Dursey to Boot. Boot at the blue line. Hayton skates it in towards the crease. Lost the puck. Carcone to Boot. Back to the blue line. Dursey to Boot. Carcone behind the net. And he circles in the far face-off circle. It is Carcone. I wanted to make sure I was saying his name right. Boot to the net. Tried to go forehand. Man, Kemper was out of the crease for a little bit as he tried to keep Boot from getting a goal. And the Kings got it out. And also Fogle has it near circle. His shot is blocked by Dursey. A pass by back to the far circle, and that was a good shot by Doughty and a good save, and they dump it in. All right, penalty over. Shots are 13-10 now, LA. 15:52 in the second. Behind the net, Tanev sent it. Mammoth get it into the near boards. That is Tanev. And, nope. Fiala had it, and he has to send it behind the net because he lost it. Sent back by Anderson. Fiala up the near boards. Kopitar sends it back behind the net to Drew. It nearly went to the side of the net. Drew just got hit. No call. Like up high. And the shot is blocked in the slot. They get it to Kuzmenko, and now Kopitar carries it in. He gets sent down. And the Mammoths send it behind the net and carry it out over the red line and dump it into the far corner. Picked up behind the net by the Kings. Sent by Turcotte up the near boards behind the Mammoth net. Mammoths send it into the near corner. And shot by Turcotte. Big rebound. It's sent behind the net. Schmaltz passes to Keller. It's stolen by Turcotte. Stolen right back. Mammoth long pass tipped into the near corner. And Peterka behind the LA net. Peterka to the far corner. Armia sends it behind the LA net. Skated out. And I think that's Fiala. Or it might be, yeah, it's got to be Clark because it's a defenseman. Couldn't see what went with the two. Dursey sends it to the near corner. Mammoth just get it out of their own end. And dumped in, I think, by Kraus behind the net. That was Drew Doughty who sent it to the near boards, but now just got deflected out near the bench area. We got a whistle. And Armia not happy. 13:51 to go, middle period, under 14, media timeout. All right, we'll check in real quick. Chargers got a field goal, 13-6, LA Chargers over the Eagles. And Chargers took a time out, I guess. Hello, Sinbin Admin. Thanks for being here. All right. Leafs look like they may have just won in Toronto, 1-0 over the Lightning. In Calgary, Sabres get a Tage Thompson goal on the power play at 4:24 of the second. I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, it's not the. So Flames are now up 2-1 on the Sabres. 13:06 in the second. First, I guess probably the under 14. It can't be because they're on the power play. Red Wings, Canucks, no score. 13:20 in the first. Wild and Kraken, 11:19 in the first. Also no score. So just waiting for this final to be confirmed in Toronto. Then we'll have the final 4 games in progress on one screen. All right. Anything going on here? 14-11 shots on goal now. Kings. Mammoth scored. Oh, yeah. We probably got to do the visualizer. All right. We can do that real quick. Let's see. Sergachev had it. He has it in the near boards. Pass to the far circle. Keller. And then a shot from the top of the circle. And a goal for Gunther. All right, back underway. All right, far circle, 13:31 to go, middle period. And save and held on by, sorry about that, trying to fix the clock. Held on by Vejmelka. 15-11 shots on goal for the Kings as Doughty and Anderson head to the bench. Oops, I thought I had stopped the clock. Gosh darn it, 13:23. All right, let's try this again. 15-11 shots on goal, Kings. Kopitar, Kempe, LaFerriere, Edmondson, and Clark out there for LA. Kopitar on the draw in the near circle. Face off. Kings win it. Sent back to the red line. Dumped in by the Kings. Vejmelka plays it to the far boards. They get it to Kraus over the red line. Kraus sends it in behind the net. Picked up in the far circle, centered, and that shot, I think, or the pass got blocked by the Kings, fortunately. And sent behind the net, picked up by Clark. He chips it to center ice, too far, and scooped up by the Mammoth. They send it to the near boards, and the Kings dump it in. Mammoth send it right back. They pick it up in Kings in their own end, dump it down the near boards, in the corner, up the near boards, boot past it, over the blue line to the far side, down low or on net, steered aside by Kemper into the far corner. Kings just, nope, they haven't gotten it out yet. Now they do. Pass ahead to Cece. Haven't called Cece's name all night. Into the near corner, behind the net. Utah has the puck. They get it out of their own end. Over the red line, 3-on-3. To the far circle, somebody tripped. I guess they lost an edge. Pass and stolen by the Kings. Fiala and stolen by the Mammoth. Sent ahead over the red line. Boot. Drop pass. Blue line. Dump in. Actually, Doughty picked it off. And Doughty passes it. Kings get a change. Far circle. Kuzmenko with it. He heads back to the far corner. Now his pass gets deflected. Mammoth on the counter. 3-on-2. Far circle shot. Somebody lost a stick for the Kings right in front of the net. Long shot. Deflected. They said no goal. The Mammoth thought they scored. It must have hit the bar. Again, there was a King who had lost his stick right in front of the net. I don't know if that caused any of the issue, but 15-12 shots on goal, LA. Almost halfway through the game. Mammoth in their own end. Pass to the red line. Carried in. Peterka lost it. Mammoth regained the puck. Peterka up the middle to the far circle for Keller. Tipped away by Deneau, and the Mammoth regroup. And up the near boards, behind the LA net. Sent. Kings mistimed the pass. Doughty scoops it up, passes to the far boards. That is Fogle. He loses the puck. Mammoth counter. Peterka on the left wing. His pass is blocked by Moore. Behind the net for Schmaltz to Keller. Cleared by LA to the red line. Mammoth have to tag up. Now they send it in. Kings pick up the puck. Another pass picked off by the Mammoth. And the Mammoth regroup at the red line. Pass to the near side. Kraus got the return pass. Goes behind the net. Another King player. That's Clark who dropped his stick. And Kraus makes a hit. The player still didn't. Well, there you go. The forward handed the defenseman a stick. That's what you're supposed to do. Far circle shot is wide and clear and went out to the red line. And dumped right back in by Utah. Up the near boards. And at the slot, LA has the puck at the red line. They dump it in at the blue line. Behind the Utah net, Vamelka, we're under 9 to go. Middle period, so we're halfway through the game. 15-12 shots, 2-1 Kings as well. Dumoulin couldn't get it out of the corner. Mammoth, I thought they had picked it. And now the Kings counter into the near boards. LaFerrier chasing. Boot sends it to the far corner and takes a hit. Mammoth out of their own end. And dump it in. I got to figure out who 88 is. That's Schmidt. I should know that. Kopitar behind the net to Dumoulin. Dumoulin to the neutral ice. Dumped in at the red line. Into the near corner. Kopitar behind the net. To the far circle. Shot was high or wide. Into the near corner or near boards. At the red line. Dumped in by the Mammoth to the far corner. Tanev was chasing, but the Kings got it to neutral ice in front of the Mammoth bench. Byfield back into his own end. Doughty sends it up the near boards. Pass carried in. Big hit. Armia sends a shot. That must have been high or wide. Behind the net, Schmidt. Or no, that's 82. That's Stenlund. Kept in by Drew at the blue line. Near circle. That looked like a trip. No call. Byfield trying to dig it out. Cole digs it out for the Mammoth. Off the far boards. Anderson sends it in. Kings get a quick change. Mammoth out of their own end to the red line and dumped in, I think by Cole, to the far corner. Kings send it around the near boards. Another King loses a stick. That was Corey Perry. The other one is still out there behind the King net. And now we got a whistle at 7:03. Not sure what. Don't think it's icing because... Yeah, that it was barely saved by Kemper, and then it hit the left post, so it hit to the right of him as they're looking at the goal. All right, we got a media timeout. Did we get the under 14? We hadn't had a whistle in forever. It's 16-12. LA shots on goal, and they lead 2-1. If we didn't get Gunther's visualizer, I think we did, but we'll do it again. It's from the far circle. Kemper got screened by Peterka. He skated right in front of Kemper before the puck went in. So a good screen by Peterka, bad defense by LA. Flames up. Oh, wait, we got a final. Oh, the Leafs got a empty netter. That's what was taking so long. At 19:59, they probably had to review to see if the second goal counted or not. So Austin Matthews got an empty netter, and it was 2-0 Leafs in Toronto over the Lightning. Flames are up 3-1. Huberdeau, his sixth at 7:05 of the second. They have 10:55 to go in the second. Red Wings, Canucks, no score, 6:15 to go in the first. Wild, Kraken, no score, 6:53 to go in the first. (13-9). So 3 field goals for the Eagles, 2 for the Chargers, 1 touchdown for the Chargers. 13-9 Chargers, 38 seconds to go in the third. Looks like the Eagles got the ball back too. As they continue to highlight the mom's road trip here for the Kings. Again, I remember... Oh, great. We weren't live. Awesome. Thanks a lot. ESPN Plus. 6:27 to go. Wow, we were way behind. I forgot to check that, I guess. Dang. Sorry, trying to catch up. 6:15 to go in the second. Behind the net, Clark passed it to the neutral ice. Picked up, I think it's Byfield, into the near. He was trying to hit Perry on the near circle. Didn't connect. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Turcotte is there, I think. Back to Clark. Blue line pass. Clark gets it back. Long shot deflected by Perry. Mammoth behind their own net. Lose it. Turcotte. Now a pass by the Mammoth. They skated out of their own end. They got a 3-on-3. Shot by Boot. Big rebound. Kemper got it out of there. And dumped in from the red line by the Kings. Oh, they called icing, though, at 5:21. I guess. I mean, I see plenty of icing that isn't called when they're right behind the net. So I guess Edmondson didn't get to the red line before he dumped it in. All right, come on. Can we get back to the game? There we go. Kuzmenko, Turcotte, Perry, Edmondson, Clark out there for the Kings. And I think they just kicked Schmaltz out of the draw, maybe. Still waiting on the draw. There it is, finally. I guess they didn't kick Schmaltz out. Turcotte got the winner. Kings send it down the length of the ice, picked up by the Mammoth. That would be Sergachev. At the red line, pass to Keller, far circle, puck got away. Edmondson sends it to the near corner. Kings. That would be Kempe. Long pass to the far circle. Skated. Oh, he sent it wide behind the net with the backhand. Thought Kings might have had one there. Blue line, Dumoulin dumps it into the near corner, and the Mammoth get it out of their own end. Down the length of the ice, off the boards, and that will be icing at 4:43. So the draw will be in the Utah end. 17-13 now, shots on goal. Thought that last one might have gone wide off the net, but maybe they count. I don't know. I didn't get a good look. Oh, bad. Pardon me. Long day. All right. Far circle draw coming up. Won by the Kings at the blue line. Dumoulin sends one. May have gone on net. Kopitar with the rebound. Back to the blue line. Dumoulin dumps it in. Kempe digs it to the far corner. Cross ice pass CC. Blue line, Dumoulin shot, big rebound, or blocked into the far corner. LaFerriere passes. And the Mammoth finally clear it. Good possession there by the Kings to keep the pressure on after the icing. Yeah, the Mammoth needed a line change desperately. The Kings are finishing one. They have the puck in the far circle. A shot. Puck is loose in the crease. I think the rebound hit the crossbar. Oh, the Kings missed a golden opportunity there. They have it in their far circle now. Pass to, got through Dowdy off the near boards. Dumped in by Kraus. Armia, pardon me. Armia skates it out. Pass to the neutral ice. Dumped in by Fiala. And up the near boards and dumped in by the Mammoth. Far corner. Battle for the puck. And a whistle. What was the whistle for? High stick on Mammoth, maybe? 3:13. What's this call? Even Anderson's wondering what the call was. And we head to commercial. And not really sure what happened there. 18-13 now. Shots on goal. Kings, they still clinging to a 2-1 lead. They haven't scored since 10:08 of the first. And the Utah got on the board 34 seconds into the second period on the power play. Excuse me. So it looks like that makes Utah 1 of 3 on the power play. Kings are 0 for 1. All right, let's check the other scores in progress. Well, first of all, still 13-9 as we head to the fourth quarter in LA. Chargers lead the Eagles by 4. Flames still leading the Sabres 3-1 in Calgary. 8:25 to go in the second. Red Wings get on the board 1-0 over the Canucks. 3:33 to go in the first. Canucks finishing a power play. Van Riemsdyk 7th at 14-14 from Kompher and Rasmussen. Wild Kraken still scoreless. 4:57 of the first. They're heading to a 2-minute 4-on-4 period. I meant. Let's make sure we're live. We'll have to remember to do that second intermission. That was bad. I didn't realize how far behind we were. Sorry, pardon my yawns. It's been a long day. A lot of work trying to get ice off the front porch and gutters. Mammoth win the draw and dump it in to the far corner. And Doughty sends it up the near boards, got by to the behind the net, sent out. Now the Mammoth, they're skating into the far circle. And Tanev centered it, but nobody there. Scooped up by Fogle, who dumps it into the far corner. Deneau couldn't get there. Behind the net, was that Cooley? No, Cooley scratched, right? Shot from the blue line. Big rebound, and the shot off the rebound went wide behind the net. 2:20 to go in the middle period. And the Mammoth send it down to the far corner. 2:10 to go. 18-13 shots on goal, LA. 2-1 LA in goals. And they sent it in, and the Mammoth cleared again. That had to be icing. Yeah, that one is icing. By the Mammoth at 1:58. Wait a minute. I swear I saw 92 out there, but that'd be Cooley, who was scratched. Maybe it was Stenlund, 82? Because the only other 90 they got is Sergachev, 98. And it definitely wasn't 98. All right, they're watching Schmidt go to the bench area. Yep, Wings got a goal from Van Riemsdyk. All right, face off. Mammoth get it out again after winning the draw. Sure, they're going to need a line change. Hello, people first, UConn. Yeah, I remember you from, was it yesterday or 2 days ago maybe? All right, into the far boards, sent to the red line. Into the far circle, but now Kempe sends it behind the LA net. They send it up the near boards. Front of the penalty box. Battle for the puck. Sent into the far corner by the Mammoth. Sent out by the Kings. Dursey gets hit by the Kings bench. Mammoth dump it in. Peterka. Keller gives chase, but Moore has it. Long pass ahead. Dumped in from in front of their own bench by the Kings into the near corner. Sent up the near boards. Down the length of the ice. Kemper stops it behind the net. Looks like Anderson in the far circle. Nearly stolen by the Mammoth. He gets it to the red line. Pass to Fiala, who lost the puck and then dumps it in. Thought Schmidt was going to go the other way for the Mammoth. Schmidt has it, passes to the near boards, dumped in by Hayton, sent around to the blue line. A shot was blocked or deflected into the far corner, or near corner, make that. Under 20 seconds to go, now under 15. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Skated out. Now finally the Kings get it over the red line with 5 seconds to go in the near circle. Moore to the blue line. Shot by Drew Doughty and a save. And hold on, we got 0.6 seconds left. So we will have one more draw. Drew with a rocket from the blue line. Good save by Vamelka. 0.6 to go. That's probably not enough to get a shot on goal and over the line, so might as well be over. Ooh, Sergachev heading to the locker room early. Hopefully he's all right for the Mammoth. Carcone sits. Well, sweet. Who's out there then for the Mammoth? All right, we'll be Kopitar taking the draw. King should have pulled the goalie. Not that it's going to matter. All right, face off, and that's it. Now it's the end of the second period. Kings still lead, but only 2-1 now. As Gunther got his 11th on the power play at 34 seconds into the second period. Assist Keller and Sergachev. You mean Kings, Rams, Dodgers, and Lakers, or just the Kings? I'm all for it. I'm in the Chicago area, but I'm a Kings fan. I love Doughty and Kopitar. Hoping Kopitar does well in his last year before retirement. All right, it's been a pretty good game. We got a 1-goal game heading to the third period. Hope you'll stick around. We'll check the other scores real quick. Oh, the Eagles took the lead, huh? 16-13. Still 12:47 to go into fourth, so they finally got a touchdown. Each team has one touchdown. All right. Red Wings 1, Canucks 0, first intermission. Wild Kraken scoreless in Seattle, 49 seconds to go in the first. This game, Flames 4, Sabres 2. So the Sabres, let's see, got back within 3-2. Powers third from Krebs and Bryson at 13:43 of the second. But then the Flames got it right back at 14-14. So 31 seconds later, Kadri 6 from Farabee and Sharangovich. 4-2 Flames, 5:07 in the second. Yeah, that game. Well, they have more goals, so games take a little longer. It may have started a little later too. I don't know. Only one final for the night. It's only a light 5-game slate. In Toronto, the Leafs beat the Lightning 2-0. Morgan Riley at 16:26 of the first, his fifth from Cowan and Tavares. Okay, Lakers, Rams, and Kings. Oh, not the Dodgers. Didn't you? You forgot the Dodgers? Yes, thanks, Alan. Appreciate you being here. Gotcha, and Oliver, welcome. Again, Matthews 12th, an empty netter at 19:59. They must have reviewed to make sure it crossed before there was, it was all zeros on the clock, because I remember that game took a little while to go final on NHL.com. So 2-0 Leafs. Yeah, I got to get the new Kings logo, I guess. Didn't realize they were switching to the old one again. Yeah, I was going to say, you forgot the Dodgers. You could leave the Lakers out. I'm just joking. Rams are doing well, but go Pack, go. I'm a Packer fan. All right, we got the third period clock going. So I'm sorry, the second intermission clock going, counting down till the start of the third. All right, Wild Kraken made it to the first intermission scoreless now. All right. Well, let's go through the numbers real quick. 19-13 LA shots on goal. 20-15 Faceoffs won by Utah 57.1. 1 for 3 on the power play, Utah. 0 for 1, LA. 23-8 hits for the Mammoth. 15-9 blocked shots, Mammoth. 8-5 giveaways, Kings. 5-1 takeaways, Mammoth. Game 2 will be back in Utah again, but March 22nd. Third game of the season series, the finale in LA, March 28th. Again, Kempe's 10th goal from Fiala. Great pass. Armia, his 6th from Fiala, and an even better pass from the near corner all the way to the blue line. And Gunther on the power play from Keller and Sergachev, Gunther's 11th goal. Sabres just got another one. Back within a goal again, but the Flames head to the power play. Dahlin is second, 16:32 from Doan and Norris. All right. If you're into hockey, besides the Kings, I try to do as many Kings games as I can. We will have Sabres Oilers Tuesday night. Trying to mix in men's and women's basketball as well. Florida, Utah, another Utah home game Wednesday night. Thursday, we finally get to a doubleheader. Hurricanes, Capitals, 6:05 Central. And Sabres, Canucks, 9:05 Central. Oh, that was Drew Doughty's mom they were talking to. Okay. That's Thursday. Friday, we'll have Blackhawks, Blues at 7:05 Central because it's actually on Hulu. So no local blackout. And then Saturday, we'll have a triple header. Lightning, Islanders, 2:35. I think that's right. There's a game at 2 and another early one. And then Capitals, Jets, 6:05, and capped off with Flames, Kings at 9:05. To the Kings, I think the Kings might have a game between now and then. I think I'm blacked out or something. Or I don't have it. See there, it looks like they're off tomorrow. Yeah, no chance for a double header. I don't get that. Yeah, I don't like to do 2.5 hours apart. I don't even have HBO Max or TNT or True TV. So, oh yeah, I don't get the Kings play the Sharks Wednesday. I won't have that available with the ESPN Plus subscription. Or select. So we chose Panthers Mammoth over Red Wings Flames. All right, Thursday. Let's see. If they play Monday, Wednesday, is that their only game before Saturday? It looks like it. Yeah. Friday, a really light night, 2 games. 13 games Saturday. I was going to look into Sunday. Well, I won't get that game. We'll be doing Packers Broncos 3:25, so I won't be doing any of these games. Blacked out of that one anyways. All right, we might do Sabres Kraken at 7 depending on the Sunday night game, but Sunday night football's so hard. Probably we'll do Sabres Kraken. Excuse me. We'll look into that tomorrow. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Flames get another one. Kuznetsov, his second, 17:27, and now they're finishing up a 4-on-4. 2:07 to go in the second. from Coleman. So still 5-3 Flames late in the second. All right. Yeah, if you could do me a favor, please hit like, consider hitting subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended, which will in turn also help grow the channel. And I thank you for your support. Excuse me. Why does that fall behind? All right, there we go. Yeah, thanks. We got a couple subs. I appreciate it. And 10 likes. All right, that's awesome. All right, I'm going to queue up a little music, take a break, and be back shortly. All right, I guess I'll just queue up one of the longer songs, but you know, we don't have a ton of time left in the intermission. All right, be right back. Thanks. All right, we're back. Let me kill the music. Stupid ESPN Plus just crapped out, so now I gotta go find the game again. Just go to the NHL section. Come on. All right, there. Well, we should be close to resuming, but not quite yet. Okay, I thought I hit watch. I don't know how many times I have to hit it. All right, come on. What is with the Kings feed? Like, start up already. Hey, we got another sub, I see. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, they're still talking about the moms. Let's make sure we're live. It says we are. Should be starting up momentarily. All right, center ice draw. Mammoth in black going left to right. Kings in white going right to left. 1 goal game. Dumped in by the Mammoth behind the net. Up the near boards. Kopitar sends it back to Doughty. Doughty up the far boards. Down the length of the ice. Off the side of the net for icing. At 1942. All right. All right, far circle. Face off. Kopitar wins it. Kings send it to the near corner. LaFerrier got it to the red line. Taken over by the Mammoth. They send it off the far boards. Sergachev chased it, but now the Kings bring it up the near boards. Krause couldn't get it. The puck is into the near corners, picked up by Sergachev behind the Utah net, up the far boards, and out. And dumped in behind the Kings net. Edmondson sends it around. It's knocked down at the red line. Pass to Byfield. He centers it. Shot right outside the crease, and somehow Vejmelka made the save and froze the puck. Unbelievable. Thought the Kings might have the third goal. Their third goal, I should say, right there. Oh, by the way, the Chargers got a field goal and tied it up 16 all. With 5:46 to go. 5-3 Flames, second intermission. So that game's way behind this one. Near circle draw. Kept, let's see, Mammoth have it in their own end. Pass to the far boards, down the length of the ice, though. Apparently it was tipped. Doughty takes it, sends it up the near boards. Kept in by the Mammoth. Into the near corner. And, well, still battle along the near boards. No real winner. Byfield couldn't get it out. Mammoth control now. 18:22 to go in the third. Behind the net, battle for the puck. Mammoth have it. Back to the blue line. Over to the, at the point, and that shot is deflected into the netting at 18:12. Still, no shots on goal this period. 19-13 still. Interesting. Wait, what is the Rookie of the Year trophy called in the NHL? Oh, yeah, it is the Calder. Okay, gotcha. All right, pardon the cough. Kings try to get it out. It's by the Mammoth bench. They have control in their near circle. Sent behind the net. Up the near boards. Tipped to the near corner. CC. Now goes behind the net. Deneau with the puck. Pass to Dumoulin. Dumoulin sends it up. Mammoth intercept. Boot sends it. It gets blocked into the Kings bench at 17:36. And somebody's got a gash on their nose that for the Mammoth that they're looking at. Might be Gunther. I think the puck got him because I was going to say there was nobody with a stick. Yeah, maybe right on his nose. All right. Pass after the face-off win by the Kings. They dump it in. Goes all the way around, and the Kings have to regroup in their own net or their own end. All right. Pass off the far boards. Mammoths have control. That was a Stenlund pass. Now the defender sends it up. Tip to the far circle. Behind the net for Stenlund. Now back. Let's see. Perry has it. He gets it to Drew Doughty. Sends it into the near corner. Picked up by Anderson. Dumped it. Glove down by Schmidt. Perry knocked him down. Tried to shoot it in the slot. Stenlund scoops it up. And the Mammoths send it up the near boards with 16:45 to go. Anderson now. Kings keep it in. Blue line shot. Big rebound in the slot. Kopitar buries it. It's 3-1 Kings at 16:33 to go in the third. A big shot from the blue line. Kopitar jumped on the rebound and tucked it into the net. Kopitar, yeah, we'll see once they add the assist. He got it backhand, flipped it quickly to his forehand, and tucked it. Yeah, that's glove side high to the right side, his left, because Vejmelka holds the stick with the left hand, so he's a lefty. All right, Kings up 3-1, under 16.5 to go now. Sent around the boards. Kings keep it in to behind the net for Byfield. He takes it to the near corner. Getting hit. And can't get it out for the Mammoth, though. Sent behind the Utah net. Up the near boards. Byfield keeps it in. Pass to the far circle. Centering pass. Oh, how did they not score another? Could have been 4-1. And skated out by, let's see, the Mammoth into the near corner now. Krause is trying to dig it out. Kings are just pinning it up against the glass, or the boards, I should say. Behind the net. Armia was trying to get it. Sent up the near boards, but not out. Kept in by the Mammoth. Shot from the far circle. Big rebound into the near boards. 21-13. Okay, they still haven't registered a shot for the Mammoth yet. Collision at the point. A broken stick in the far circle. Shot from the far circle. Saved, and then the rebound was frozen by Kemper. 15:11 to go. 3-1 Kings. If the Kings win, wings. Los Angeles is a dynasty. For beating the Mammoth. Well, it'll improve their record to 14-8-7. That's important. The West is very top heavy. Or did he get that 5-hole? I got to see another replay of that. Kopitar 6. Kempe and Edmondson on the assist. All right, Doughty has it after the Kings won the draw. He sends it up the far boards. Chased down to avoid the icing. Kempe centered it. Shot by Kopitar. Saved by Vejmelka at 14:57. 22-14 shots on goal. Good job by Kempe to catch up with that one, and then he made a nice pass to Kopitar and got a good shot on net, but Vejmelka made the save. All right, Kopitar to take the draw against Hayton. Mammoth take it behind their own net, up the near boards, and out over the red line. Hayton to Boot. Boot sends it behind the net to Hayton, but it's picked up in the far corner. Shot from the far face-off circle. Good save by Kemper at 14:40. Hayton may have got that shot. 22-15. All right. Still waiting on the draw. They're showing the replay of the last shot, looks like. Face off, and it's sent behind the net by the Mammoth. Houghton keeps pass to the blue line. That pass ended up going on net, saved by Kemper. And the Kings, let's see, Dumoulin scoops it up. And they finally send it to the far corner. All right, Kings keep it in, get it to Dumoulin, near circle, drop pass, shot, off the boards, big rebound, but the pass is sent to the far boards. CC tries to keep it in, but the Mammoth clear it, and Fogel will dump it in from the red line for the Kings, all the way to the far corner. Mammoth in front of their own net with the puck. And pass sent right down the middle on net and frozen by Kemper at 13:33 in the third. 22-17 counting that one, shots on goal. Should be the under 14 media timeout, I would think, but Kings broadcast hasn't broken for commercial yet. Or a commercial break yet. All right, no, draw in the Kings end. I'm not sure why they didn't go for the timeout. All right. Mammoth win the draw, take it behind the LA net. Centering pass goes through everybody to the near boards, and Keller wiped out. Kings counter. Clark tries to center it, and it's taken over by the Mammoth. And sent up the far boards. Picked up by the Kings, though, and dumped in from the red line. Behind Vejmelka. Tried to get it behind the net. It's into the near corner. Kings keep it in. Byfield sends it around to the far side. Kept in at the blue line. Now a blue line pass. Anderson dumps it in. Under 12:50 to go in the third. Back to, who is that? Armia. Pass to Anderson. Near circle. Shot. Big rebound. Wow, somebody was holding the stick of Fiala. No call. Mammoth counter. And it's picked up. Byfield tried to pick off the pass and go the other way, but LA regroups in their own end. Pass to Byfield. Pass to Fiala. Far circle. He is going to send it. Nope. Into the near boards. Byfield had it. Now Dumoulin at the blue line. Byfield tripped. Shot in the far near circle. Big rebound to the far circle. And that shot was wide. And counter sent out of the zone by the Mammoth into the near boards by the near circle. Sent behind the net by the Kings. And into the near corner for the Mammoth. And a shot from the blue line. Rebound in the slot and sent up the near boards. Dumoulin has it at the red line. He takes a hit and sends it to the near corner. Kept in. Now the Mammoth counter and chip it down the near side. Taken behind the net by Clark. Up the far boards. Kept in at the blue line by the Mammoth. Now sent out by the Kings. Kings trying to get a quick change. Mammoth shoot wide of the net. Sent off the near boards. Back to the blue line. Oh, somebody just wiped out on a pass at the blue line for the Mammoth. Kings counter. Edmondson sends one off the far corner. Dumped in again by Armia, but the Mammoth take it behind their own net. And pass it to the far boards. And now the Mammoth try to get a line change. Sent ahead. Behind the net, off the side of the net, I think. And still could, with the puck, Tanev. Now behind the net. I think Doughty just got, nope, still kept in by the Mammoth. Now Doughty has it, and he dumps it up ahead. Picked up by Tanev. 10-10 to go. Tanev, let's see, to the far corner. Now they say 24-18 shots on goal. Under 10 to go. Behind the net, Kemper. Doughty picks it up. Gets it to Kempe. Kings trying to get a change. Who is that? Blanking on. Oh, yeah, Dursey, who sent it in. Mammoth hit it back to their own end. Set it up. Pass to the near boards. Paterka tried to get it to the slot. Schmaltz couldn't get there in the near circle. Held in by Dursey. Offsides, though, on Utah. They had to tag up. Kings tried to center it. Picked up by the Mammoth. Going the other way. 3-on-3. Cross ice or center. Dursey had a nice pass and a shot from the slot. Far circle. Centering pass. Puck sent behind the LA net. Into the far corner. Kept in by Keller. Cross ice pass. Off the far boards. Tipped up into the Kings bench at 8:49. And I still don't understand why on a non-icing call we didn't have the media timeout at 13:23. And well, now they're showing the moms giving the high fives after his goal. Yeah, of course, Kopitar. Yeah, let's show you the Kopitar goal. It's 24-19 shots on goal. So we're still due the under 10 media timeout. I still don't understand why when it wasn't maybe it wasn't icing on the Kings. That's the only thing I can think of at 13:23, but I thought Utah dumped it in and like from a long distance on net, and I thought with the frozen puck that there was going to be the media timeout. Again, I think we're going to be due the under 10 as well. All right. Oh, by the way, the Eagles got a field goal, 19-16. Chargers have a 3rd and 10 at their own 28. 1:58 to go. Wild and Kraken 1-1. Red Wings up 1-0. Flames still up 5-3. All right, here's the Kopitar goal. The visualizer, number 11. From Kempe. Yeah, he got the rebound. Took it from his backhand, moved it to his forehand, and sent it in. Again, blocker's side because Vejmelka's a lefty, I believe. I mean, if I remember right. All right, let's make sure we're live. Oh, that's a great question. I suppose Utah could pull their goalie and the Kings get an empty net. I mean, that would be my only hope that it doesn't become 3-2, or it could end 3-1. Both goalies are playing pretty well. All right. I think they just kicked Fiala out of the draw. No, not Fiala. Sorry, they kicked out a Mammoth player. Kraus steps in. All right. They win. Mammoth win the draw. Blue line. Sergachev. Sent on net that may have hit the right post. And dumped in by Anderson. Mammoth take it from behind their own net. Up the near boards. Dumped in. Kemper behind the net. Into the near corner. Centering pass. Counter by Kempe. Into the near circle. Stops. Gets it to LaFerrier. His shot is deflected wide into the far corner. Mammoth counter now. And Clark sends it up the near boards. Peterka trying to dig it out. They send it to Clark. He takes it to the far corner. He sends it out. Man, that camera just not following the puck. Peterka has it now. Schmaltz centers. Backhander goal. So there it is. 3-2. Good puck movement by Utah. And Kemper got beat. You know, he had one just hit the post recently. 25-20 shots on goal. 7:45 to go. Excuse me. Pardon my voice. Kemper got beat. Blocker side high. From a backhander under the bar by Keller. Keller's 10th from Schmaltz and Peterka. I mean, I had a feeling it was coming, especially after they hit the bar. Kings just couldn't do anything in their own end. Oh, sorry, I'm behind on the chat. I'll get to it in a minute. All right, Mammoth have the puck. Under 7.5 to go. I got to catch the clock up. And a whistle, pardon me, at 7:26. So that should be the under 10 media timeout, if I'm not mistaken. I guess not. Hey, did you know there used to be a sports equipment store in Sherwood Park? A Sinbin Sports. Oh, that's cool. Thanks. That's funny. Thanks, Dan C. I assume it's Dan C. All right, under 7:10 to go now. And I believe a whistle for offsides at 7:07. I don't understand why we haven't had the under 10 media timeout. Now we do at 7:07. All right, they don't have the visualizer yet for Keller from Schmaltz and Peterka. Easy for me to say. I have a little bet going for no more goals. Ah, crap. Yeah. After they hit the post, I'm like, yeah. It's still in business. Sinbin Sports. That's awesome. I think I know these bets that score. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not against it. I just don't do it because I would be too anxiety-ridden to do it. 18 votes, 61% for the Kings, 39% for the Mammoth. 21 seconds to go in the fourth. Chargers have the ball, 3rd and 1 at the Eagles' 29. Excuse me. Flames still up 5-3 on the Sabres. 13:51 to go. Wings got their second goal. Cops third at 15:15 of the second. 2-0 Wings over the Canucks in Vancouver. Again, Wild, Kraken tied at 1, 8:31 in the second. We had goals by Eriksson Ek, his fifth, 1:18 in the second from Boldy. And Eberle's ninth on the power play from Stevenson and McCann. Or is it McCain? I think it's McCann. All right, Kings trying to hang on. Just over 7 minutes left. Why are they advertising for the Emirates Cup? Excuse me. All right. Kings back. It's underway. Icing, I think, on the Mammoth at 7 minutes. All right, still 25-20 Kings on the shots. They still are holding on to a 3-2 lead. Draw comes all the way back to the Utah end after the icing on the Mammoth. Face-off. Man, they are not showing the face-offs. They were showing the Mammoth coach. This is the LA feed for crying out loud. It's behind the King net, up the far boards, and out. Hope the oh man, this is icing on the Kings. All right, can we like attack LA? Can we not be just clearing it like we're killing a power play? Fiala, Armia, Byfield, Doughty, Anderson on the ice. 6:42 to go in the third. Hockey's huge in Alberta. A lot of hockey players come from there. Yeah, I gotcha. Yep. And false start on the draw. We're going to do it again. Just drop the puck, linesman. There we go. Byfield wins the draw. Anderson skates it out up to the red line and dumped it in to the far corner. Taken behind the net. Mammoth send it up the near boards and out. Down the length of the ice. And the Mammoth ice it. 6:27. And field goal by the Chargers, and that's the end of regulation, heading to overtime in Los Angeles. Eagles 19, Chargers 19. In Salt Lake City, Utah, Kings 3, Mammoth 2. 6:27 to go. Kopitar against Schmaltz. Battle in the near board and now the near corner. Excuse me. Dug out of there by Schmaltz, I believe. Up the near boards. Nope. Now they send it up the near boards. Over the red line. Into the O-zone. Mammoth Paterka in the near corner. They send it behind the net, though. Dumoulin gets it up the far boards. Pass off a skate. And LaFerrier tried to dump it in from the red line. And Cece sends it around behind the net. Perry couldn't keep it in. LaFerrier does. He sends it behind. Man, they are not following the puck. I mean, this camera operator tonight just cannot follow the puck. Now the Mammoth have it at the red line. And Stenlund sends it back into their own defensive end. Sent around behind the net, up the near boards, taken over by the Kings, sent to the far circle, cleared down the length of the ice, played behind the net by, I forgot his name, Vejmelka. Schmidt can't dig it out. Kings have it in the far circles. Somebody tripped more or he lost an edge. Mammoth make a pass over the red line, into the near circle. Behind the net, centering pass. Holy cow, that pass, that shot with the backhander by Krause went behind the net. I thought he had the game tire because he had the whole top corner near post open as Kemper went down to try and make the save. 4:40 to go in the third. Puck is behind the net. Vejmelka plays it up the near boards. Skated out by, I think, Tanev. No, it's not Tanev. That's 53. It was Carcone. Or Carcone. Maybe it's Carcone. Blue line pass. Dursey. And the shot is into the near corner. Doughty has it. He skates it out of the end. Sends it up the near boards. Dumped in by Fiala. King's probably getting a line change. Sergachev skates it out. Finds Schmaltz. He sends it to the far boards. He gets it back. Tried to center a pass to Dursey. It's deflected by the Kings. Out of the net, left. Wrong goalie. Vejmelka's now counter shot by Moore is actually held on a save by Vejmelka at 3:37. This might be the under 6 media timeout. Good game. Still 3:37 to go. Anybody's game. Well, that was Marino who made the great pass. And then, Krause, I think, sent it off the side of the net on a backhander. He had the whole top corner near post open as Kemper was down. All right, 1 second. All we got is 3:37 to go. All right, let's see. 5-3 Flames over the Sabres with 10:29 to go in the third. Red Wings now 3-0. They've gotten goals again by Van Riemsdyk, Kopp, and now Danielson in Vancouver with 46 seconds to go in the second. Again, Wild and Kraken all even at 1 in Seattle. 3:14 to go in the second. Finally back after the commercial. Let's make sure we are live. And just underway in overtime in LA between the Eagles and Chargers. That game's already over 3 hours old, too. Almost 3:20. Far circle draw. Kopitar wins it. LA keeps it in. Cece at the blue line. Sends it behind the net into the near boards. And out. Dump in by the Kings. Under 3.5 to go. All right. Mammoth behind their own net. Send it up the far boards. Pass to Boot. Luckily, his centering pass was scooped up by Dumoulin. Boot dumps it right back in. Kemper into the far corner. Cece pass to Kempe. Kempe pass and dumped in by Dumoulin from the red line. Under 3 to go. 26-20 now shots. LA still hanging on the 3-2 lead. Behind the net, Kemper sent by Doughty to the far. Now Doughty gets it back, flips it where it's gloved down by the Mammoth. Did they pull their goalie yet? Doesn't appear to have happened yet. And they send it behind the net. Centering pass. Shot from the far circle blocked. Somebody broke a stick. I saw the blade go flying. Pass to the near circle. Krause. Shot blocked and tried to glove it out. The person that was Moore who had his stick shattered. They get a quick line change. Still doesn't look like they pulled the goalie yet. No, they did. Yeah, they pulled the goalie. The TV was slow to recognize it. Sent down the length of the ice into the far corner for icing by the Kings at 152. Yeah, Krause's shot. Big rebound in the slot and then just gloved out. That was actually a good play by Moore of the Kings. Doughty sitting on the bench. 152. Draw in the near circle. Stenlin gets it back to Dursey. Again, Mammoth pulled their goalie, the extra attacker, out there. Puck loose in the slot, sent down the ice in the empty net. Goal for the Kings with 1:38 to go. Hopefully that'll do it. I think it was Armia. 4-2 Kings. Looks like it was Armia with 1:38 to go. Armia's 7th. Yeah, probably be unassisted. Yep, he got a rebound and sent it down just inside the blue line. Stayed true to its course and slipped in just inside the right goal post. All right, so they'll have to send the goalie out for the center ice draw. All right, stopped by Vejmelka, taken behind the Utah net. They get a breakout. Gunther up the far boards, dumped it into the far corner. 1:24 to go. I'm wondering if they've sent Vejmelka off. I see 1, 2, 3. I only see 3 on the screen right now. Digging for it in the near corner. Sent off the far boards. Yeah, I think they did pull their goalie. It just took... Man, even NHL.com was slow to recognize it. All right, Utah has it in their own end. Under a minute remaining. They're down by 2 now, though. 27-20 shots on goal. Sent into the near boards. Doughty sends it behind the net, up the far boards and out. This may be an icing on LA with 42.4 to go. Excuse me. All right. And in LA, it looks like the Chargers settled for a field goal on their possession, I assume. All right. Far circle draw kept in by Mammoth. Dursey sends it to the near circle. That shot, I think, was blocked by Drew Doughty. It went behind the net. Another shot. Good save by Kemper. Into the near corner. And I think we got a penalty at 28.1. Let's see what the call is. Doughty on the... hook or no, cross check. Yep, I think Doughty got a cross check. I never heard the announcement. The mic has been bad all night. All right, so now it's 6-on-4. Pulled goalie and the power play. Clear down the length of the ice and wide. So now, but now they don't have to worry about icing. So 27-21 shots on goal. Far circle. Far corner. 10 seconds to go. Behind the net. 5 seconds to go. Into the slot. Schmaltz. And it's cleared down the length of the ice. That'll do it. That is the game. 4-2 final. Kings win. They added an empty net goal. And get the big win on the road in Salt Lake City, Utah. Kings 4, Mammoth 2, final. All right, 67% of the 21 votes were correct that LA would win. Excuse me. All right, let's delete the penalty, take off the empty net. All right, so I think all we had to do, well, we got the Kopitar goal. I can't remember if we did we'll do the Keller one real quick. Keller number, where is he? 9. He got it and buried it. Yeah. Good shot. And then the empty netter by Armia, his 7th. He'll shoot it from like this area. He'll get the rebound off a shot. There, he grabs it and then sends it slowly down the length of the ice. And it was in. All right, please be sure to like and consider hitting subscribe before you head out. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers. And this will also help me with growing the channel. And I thank you all for your support. Thanks to new viewers, returning viewers as well. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Hope to see you soon for hockey and or men's and women's college basketball as well. And we will have Packers Broncos 3:25 Central on Sunday. All right. Have a great rest of your Monday. Hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Hope to see you soon. But until then, take care. Sinbin Stream signing out, wishing you all the best, and bye-bye.